when you talk about complex numbers, they consist of real and imaginary number. Okay? A complex number consists of a real and imaginary number. Okay? How does it work? How does it look like? A complex number is normally written in this form: A plus bj, where A and B are numbers. Okay? So A plus bj, that is how a complex number looks like. Example, okay? Examples, this could be 3 plus 5j. This is a complex number. Or it could be 2 minus 6j. That's a complex number. Or it could be 3j. This is a complex number because it contains an imaginary number. Here, if you have this form, A, bj, or sometimes they write it as jb, is your imaginary number. Okay? bj or jb, it doesn't matter. Okay? So here, 3 is your real number, 5j is your imaginary number. Here, 2 is your real number, minus 6j is your imaginary number. If you have 3j, then it means 0 is your real number and your imaginary number is 3j. Okay? Now, in mechanical, in electrical, okay, if you will be doing analysis in electrical and mechanical, they normally involve complex numbers. So, an understanding of the complex number is important in engineering. Okay? You must know how to operate. You must know how to work on complex numbers. So, let's start with addition. Addition and subtraction. Of complex numbers. Okay? Addition and subtraction of complex numbers. So how do we add and subtract complex numbers? Let's have an example now. So let's say I have now A is 5 plus 3j and B is 2 plus 4j. Okay? A is 5 plus 3j, B is 2 plus 4j. How do you add A plus B? A plus B, how do? We first write A, substitute A, which is 5 plus 3j. Then B is 2 plus 4j. Now, if you are adding or subtracting complex numbers, you cannot combine, okay, a real, you do not operate the real number and the imaginary number. What we do is we separate the real from the imaginary. Okay? So if you are going to add or subtract, you need to separate real from imaginary. Okay? So how do you separate how do you separate real from imaginary? Okay? If you're going to add them now, this will be 5 plus 2 plus. Then we separate now the imaginary. 3j plus 4j. Then you add the real. So this will now be 5 plus 2, 7 plus 3j plus 4j. This will also be 7j. So A plus B is equal to this. Okay, this will be equal to this. How do you subtract? Okay, let's have another example. Let's say A is equal to 7 plus 2j and B is equal to 3 minus 5j. So if you're going to subtract A minus B, for example, A minus B, then you write first the complex numbers. A is 7 plus 2j minus B, which is 3 minus 5j. Again, we separate real from imaginary. So how do you separate the real from the imaginary? It will now be 7 minus 3. Remember, it is A minus B, so A minus B. We subtract the real first, okay? Then, plus, the imaginary will be 2j minus 5j. Okay, so this will be 7 minus 3 will be 4 plus this will be 2 plus 5j because negative multiplied by negative will be positive and the answer will be 4 plus 7j. So A minus B is 4 plus 7j. Okay?